Meanwhile, Savior again trying to harass those probes that are on their way, and Free just guarding them, just escorting them down. Looks like Savior's going in for a drop here. Savior bringing in about 4 overlords just to the west of Free's natural expo. The Hive now morphing for Savior. Savior looks like he's pulling those overlords back. Looks like he was going to gear for a drop there for a second, and then he pulled back. I'm not sure why. Maybe he was just scouting. Free again continuing to have Free in the map, but not needing to produce too many units. Both players seem to be macroing up very heavily, but Savior's got a huge advantage because he's got 5 bases now, and he's been allowed to do that. And really, I suppose on the one hand, it was a massive risk by him putting that expansion down. On the other hand, it was a clever risk because this build, I don't think I've seen a Zerg player go for such a crazy build before and take such a huge risk. Most Zerg players don't really expand that in that way. Savior now coming in with a drop, but I think he should have gone for the drop earlier, and maybe he doesn't have anything. Maybe he's just trying to keep his opponent distracted, keep his opponent busy. Looks like Free meanwhile trying to take that expansion at the 11 o'clock position. He's managed to get a pylon down, but Savior's managed to kill the drone there, and Free indeed having a couple of Dragoons and High Templar in his main, keeping them back. And I think this is clever by Savior. He's just keeping Free on his toes, keeping him a little bit distracted with those overlords which don't actually have any units, and he's just and he's actually now bringing these overlords in, but surely he would have known that those overlords were scouted by the probe, so surely Savior's not going to be going for a drop here, and he's not. It's a fake, and that's exactly what it was, and he just wanted to lure Free, and he sold Free a dummy completely there. My opinion is a fake because he would have tried to drop units if he had them, and Free completely sold the dummy there. I mean, that was ridiculous by Free. I know Savior's a little bit rusty, and you can see about evidence of Savior's rustiness with the 5 idle drones sitting there. I don't think we've seen that in the old Savior, and more idle drones in his main, so Savior's APM is definitely not up where it used to be, but he's doing a decent job of keeping Free on the back foot and controlling the game overall thus far, and he's only produced Zerglings other than those couple of hybrids that he made for Lurkers. He's essentially been holding Free at bay with just Zerglings, meanwhile, looks like Free has got level 1 attack upgrade for his ground forces. Continues now he's been able to bring those High Templar out along with the few Frumer Dragoons to support his forces. And Savior I might have just bought himself a little bit of crucial time. Looks like Savior's also now taking an expansion at the 11 o'clock position, as well as trying to take an expansion possibly at the 9th level. He's even taking something at the 9th o'clock position. I'm not sure if that's an expansion or if it's just a bunch of units that are just standing stationary at that. Savior again, I'm not sure what he's trying to do with those 3 or 4 Zerglings, maybe trying to get in and try and do a little bit of harassment. He is now setting a drone up to take that expansion at the 11 o'clock position. Free just continues to maraud around the middle of the map. He's content enough with what he's got and building up his forces, feeling that when the inevitable battle comes, he's going to be able to take it. Savior looks like he builds another 2 hatcheries at his middle. He's now got the greater spire up critically. Savior, despite the fact that he produced no Mutilus, has produced a great spire, but of course, considering that he's got so many expansions and so much gas, he's going to be able to afford taking the greater spire as well as the Arquebus in sort of kind of the way that we saw July do. So Savior's now got those Mutilus out to get that greater spire up and running. Meanwhile, Observer and Free just seems to be not wanting to put any pressure on Savior whatsoever. I'm not sure why he's doing that, why he's allowing Savior. At the very least, he could have attempted a couple of drops with the High Templar to try and hurt Savior's economy with the shuttle, although it has to be said that Savior did keep Free guessing until recently with those overlords that he threatened to drop with the speed upgrade overlords. Savior's got 1-1 upgrades, and Savior trying to put down the expansion in the clock position. He's going to be intercepted by a couple of zealots, and he picks up the drone with the overlord, so decent micro by Savior there, but Free immediately moving the bulk of his forces to intercept Savior. Savior looks like he's brought a bunch of Zerglings up there, and those Zerglings are going to get caught, and Savior is going to be forced away. So Savior's actually going to use that overlord now to drop at that 12 o'clock expansion. Free has got the robotics facility out, but I haven't seen a shuttle out yet for him. He's got the shuttle out, so he should be able to take, and he's got a robotics support bay as well, critically, so he should be able to get that speed up to the shuttle. I'm not sure if he's going to actually produce any reavers. He might decide to, because he's going to realize that this is going to go into a late game heavy unit build, and that's what Savior is playing for. Savior also dropping the drone off at the 6 o'clock expansion, going to take an expansion down there. The 2 zealots continue to roam it free around the 11 o'clock base, and really a game of cat and mouse being played in between these 2 players. No heavy engagements thus far. Savior's now got the Defiler out, and I'm sure he'll be looking to land a plate or 2, or maybe he looks like he's going for that expansion 3 o'clock position, so he might be able to use a swarm to get those Zerglings into the photon cannons in that relatively undefended expansion. I'm sure if Free Smart, he's got at least a High Templar rain there between those photon cannons just for some such eventuality. Savior once again with 3 speed upgrade overlords. I'm not sure if he's intending to drop this time. Looks like he's going to pick up those units to drop, but that's just within range of the Observer. So if Free's seen that, obviously, Savior looks like he's still going to go ahead and drop at the mineral expansion. There's a High Templar rain as well. There's a photon cannon, but the High Templar is out of range from the sky. Looks like another robotics facility going down. Savior taking swarms up, and Free not moving the probes out. He needs to move the probes. He needs to bust out. Looks like Free's not finding the probes out. Moving out. Savior go hammering away at that Nexus. There are no High Templar, and Savior's going to be able to take down Free's Nexus. Brilliant by Savior. Great strategy, great draw, and he kills the Nexus at the middle only of Freeze. So Savior takes the Nexus down. There's a Nexus.